Self-care and self-confidence go hand in hand. When you look and feel good about yourself, it significantly impacts your overall well-being. When you kickstart your weight management journey, it's natural to encounter moments of frustration as your body undergoes changes physically and emotionally. Introducing Nu Skin's award-winning integrated beauty and wellness solutions. The Ageloc Wellspa IO and Ageloc TRME systems are skillfully developed to support you on your journey to whole body wellness, helping you get and look healthier and feel happier. Ageloc TRME is Nu Skin's comprehensive transformation program designed to support a healthy lifestyle through science-based supplements and shakes, balanced eating plan, and an active lifestyle. Ageloc Wellspa IO is Nu Skin's first wellness and beauty device designed to deliver the power of whole body wellness by restoring your overall feeling of well-being, revitalizing your appearance, and rejuvenating or relaxing your body. Here's how Ageloc Wellspa IO and Ageloc TRME complement each other, helping you achieve your goal visibly, physically, and mentally. When you embark on a weight management journey, your mood and mindset might be affected. The Ageloc TRME program and Ageloc Wellspa IO system are designed with ingredients tailored to help support overall feeling of well-being, complemented by the massaging benefits of the Ageloc Wellspa IO system. In a 2-week study, participants shared positive feedback on how the combination of Ageloc TRME and Ageloc Wellspa IO improved how they feel about themselves, their overall feelings of well-being, positive mood, and overall health. Not only do we want to feel good, we want to look good too. Body shaping is crucial to achieving this. Here's how each program helps. The Ageloc TRME program helps support and maintain muscles for healthy body composition. The Ageloc Wellspa IO system helps to visibly firm and tighten your skin for a more youthful appearance. Be it a long day at work or after a workout, you'll be delighted to know that Ageloc Wellspa IO can help rejuvenate your tired body and encourage your body to feel relaxed. With a healthier body and reclaimed whole body wellness, there's no stopping you from achieving the best that you can be with Ageloc TRME and Ageloc Wellspa IO. A better you awaits.
Hello everyone. Good morning to our sales leaders from Southeast Asian markets. I hope all of you are doing very great in this morning. So welcome to our Nu Skin Digital Product Opportunity Meeting, the Ageloc TRME and Ageloc Wellspa IO, a better you awaits. Thank you for taking your time to join us today. My name is Fion and I am the Product Marketing Manager of Pharmanex at Nu Skin Southeast Asian Pacific. And I am super excited to be back today again as the facilitators for today's sessions. So in this training, we are very honored to be able to invite 2 of our incredible corporate speakers to join us and share their insights. So we have Dr. Shirley from Nu Skin Global R&D team to tell you more about why and how Ageloc TRME and Wellspa IO are your perfect companions for whole body wellness. And we have Trina from Global Digital team to bring you through the Nu Skin Vera app to show you how to guide your customers in using the app for customization of Wellspa IO routine. So as you know at Nu Skin, the goal is to support you in your wellness journey, helping you to look and feel good inside and out. So when you use Ageloc TRME and Wellspa IO together, they support your whole body wellness while achieving your ideal weight and body shape. So could you please let me know how many of you are using both TRME and Wellspa IO together? So please tell me in the chat box by typing me, M-E, me. Right, leaders? Yeah, I see many of you are actually typing in. Great, keep coming. Let me see how are you supportive of these 2 products and use these 2 products for your whole body wellness. All right. I see many of you are using both TRME and Wellspa IO. So thank you so much for your support. I hope that you enjoy the benefits of both TRME and Wellspa IO as much as I do. So, all right, without further ado, I would like to introduce our first speakers for today's session. So, I believe many of you heard from Dr. Shirley from our previous session. Dr. Shirley is our Director of Nu Skin Global Research and Development. She has been with Nu Skin as a scientist back in year 2013. Over the past years of experience, Dr. Shirley is leading and involving in many new products development and research for Pharmanex and Ageloc products. So with her strong understanding of Ageloc TRME and Wellspa IO, she's here with us today to share her insights why you should actually take TRME and use Wellspa IO for your whole body wellness. So let's give our warm Southeast Asia welcome to Dr. Shirley. Hi, Dr. Shirley.
Hello, thank you, Fiona.
Hi. Thank you
Such
for
a
joining
pleasure
us
to be
today and
here.
welcome back.
Thank you. I always enjoy spending time with you guys. Okay, I'm pulling up the slide.
Dr. Shirley, we can see your
Okay.
slide, but it's not in the presentation mode. Yeah,
Okay,
it looks
is
great
it now?
Okay,
Perfect.
hand over to
Okay.
you.
Well, it's always exciting to be here, and I've been here to speak about TRME before, but today, we will be speaking not just about TRME, but we'll also be talking about the beauty component, and specifically with our Wellspa device. And so the reason that we wanted to focus on these two areas is that holistic wellness really is the future. I think, all of us are understanding it's not just the future, it's really now. And that consumers, we're treating our bodies like an ecosystem. And that we not only want to look our best, we also want to feel good. And so we're looking for these holistic solutions that can really complement our daily lifestyles. And so, we're positioned really uniquely at Nu Skin in that we have very strong research and science in the beauty area, but we're also extremely strong in the wellness, the supplement area. And so it's really great when we can bring these two areas together to really connect everything you need to be your best self. And so this integration of beauty and wellness has been a really big focus for us at Nu Skin within research and development the last few years. And so today, when we talk about integrated beauty and wellness, we really want to focus on the Ageloc Wellspa IO device and our Ageloc TRME system. And so our Wellspa IO device is this integrated wellness and beauty device. And we'll talk about the 3 Rs, which I'm sure many of you are already aware of. So we have our 3 Rs. The first one is restore. And this is just about really making sure that your overall well-being is great. The second R is revitalize, and this is all about your appearance, specifically your skin. And then we'll also talk about the R of rejuvenate and relax. And, this is all about getting your body prepared for movement or exercise, and then helping you help with muscle soreness afterwards as well. And again, this is just hitting on those 3 Rs and the 3 R routine for the Wellspa IO, and that you're restoring, you're revitalizing, and rejuvenating. And we'll go into these in a lot more detail in the coming slides. And then we'll talk about TRME. And so, like I mentioned already, I've been here, we've gone into great detail on TRME before, and how it's really important for overall weight management. And as we've talked, weight management is complex, right? And that there's a lot of different areas that different individuals have that they need more focus. And so TRME was designed to help with these key problem areas that we know people have, that when you're starting to make all these lifestyle changes, you need appetite control, you need help with mood, helping with just meal replacements, and helping provide healthy protein after exercise, supporting metabolism, fat loss, lean muscle, and then also having that healthy response to the meal. And so if we're looking at the TRME, again, these are the specific products and what areas they support. So we have our trim shake, which is, this really great source of protein, along with other macronutrients and micronutrients that can serve as a meal replacement and is a great source of protein. We have My Edge, it's very focused on appetite control. We have our Jump Start, that's really there to help you get off to this really strong start when you start the TRME program. Then we have CS Control to really help with that positive mindset. And then we have NC Complex, which is really there to support lean muscle while helping reduce fat in your body. And so what we want to do in the next few minutes is to really talk about those 3 R's in the different areas that we talk about with the Wellspa routine, and how the different products that you can use complement the Ageloc Wellspa device, and which TRME products really complement those different areas. So the first area that we're going to focus on is the Revitalize. And this is all about your appearance, specifically your skin. And so when we talk about Revitalize, a lot of what we're talking about is just looking at how can we reduce the appearance of cellulite for smoother and radiant skin. And then we'll also talk about the TRME. We'll talk about how you can increase that healthy metabolism and which products can really help support that healthy body composition. So if we look at Revitalize, what we're talking about is really visibly contouring by minimizing that appearance of cellulite for that smoother and radiant skin. So unfortunately, whether you're a healthy weight, if you're overweight, we tend to all have cellulite at different areas of our body. And cellulite gives that dimpled appearance to the skin. So physiologically speaking, cellulite, isn't always related to excess fat. Even thin women can have cellulite. It's really just about how the skin lays over the fat that you have in your body. And so there are key ingredients that can target that appearance, but this device is actually really great in helping move the fat with the massage of the device and helping remove some of those interstitial fluids that we have that increases the appearance of cellulite. And so this device can really help that skin look more contoured and smoother and more radiant. And so this is really what we're talking about with Revitalize. And then if we look at it a little more specific, like how is the Wellspa device helping with this Revitalize area and helping with skin health? So Ageloc has this really unique patented topography. So basically how it's designed and how it actually massages and kneads the skin, it helps assist that fluid and movement within the skin. But then we have a really great product to pair with the Wellspa device when we're talking about revitalizing, and we recommend using the Ageloc body serum. And so the body serum really is formulated not only to give, these really great skin benefits, but it also comes with the perfect viscosity. So it works really well with the Wellspa device to work without hurting the skin. And so what the body serum's been designed to do is to help firm and tighten the skin. It helps reduce that cellulite appearance, like we've already talked about. It helps with overall skin brightness and overall appearance as well. And there's also some other really great complementary add-ons that you can add for revitalizing your skin. So we do recommend using the Ageloc body polish. It's really great to use in the shower as an exfoliation step. We also have our Ageloc dramatic effects, which is really great in that it really does work instantly in providing this optical technology to really diffuse the light. So it improves that appearance of the skin's surface. So we have some really great topical products that go along with the Wellspa device for revitalizing the skin. But at the same time, we have really strong supplements that can also support this area. And one of them is the TRME product MC Complex. And so this is a great blend of ingredients. So it actually has a moringa extract, a curry leaf extract, and a turmeric extract. And basically what these blend of ingredients do is it has been shown in clinical studies that it helps maintain lean muscle along with improving your resting metabolic rate. And so, of course, this is when we combine it with reduced calorie diet, a healthy diet, and regular exercise. And so MC Complex is a really great product to be complementary in that it has been shown to change body composition. We also have our TRME Jumpstart, which is this really powerful product that helps you get off to a good start. So we do recommend Jumpstart for the first 15 days of the TRME program. As we've talked about before, and as when you're starting a program like TRME, you're making all these changes. And so it's really helpful to have Jumpstart that's helping with your metabolism, your lean muscle support, and appetite control at the beginning to ensure that you're starting off strong so you can maintain the program throughout the entire program. So with these products of Jumpstart and MC Complex, along with the Wellspa device, you have really strong support for the revitalizing component of the Wellspa device. So the second area that we want to talk about, the second R, is all about rejuvenation or relaxing your body. And so with the Wellspa device, we talk about how it's really great and it can help get your muscles ready to go for exercise, but it can also help stimulate sore muscles after exercise. And so I think as I'm getting older, I see the importance of making sure that I'm warmed up before I exercise. And so we'll talk a little more about how the WellSpa device is really strong there. And then we'll also talk about how we have supplements that also support our lean muscles and can help with both before, but also after exercise with the recovery after working those muscles. So with the WellSpa device and rejuvenation, we have a really great dual purpose. So you can provide a really great pre-workout massage. Like I said, as we're getting older, you need to get ready for exercise, helping those muscles to be ready to go. But then at the same time, we can also provide that post-workout massage, which can help stimulate those sore muscles and encourage your body to feel more relaxed. And so it really is great to use whether you're using it before or after exercise. And how it's working is through this patented adaptive microcurrent technology. And the Ageloc Wellspa device is really unique in that it's continuously basically measuring, assessing, and adjusting the current intensity that you're feeling based on your skin's conductivity, which is really ensuring that you're getting those best results. So when you combine the Ageloc Wellspa device together with like the Ageloc body activating gel, the system really optimizes the current to ensure this comfort for post-workout sore muscles and to really help them feel relaxed. And it can do this through this patented adaptive microcurrent technology. And so we do recommend, like I just mentioned, the body activating gel is really, again, designed to work very well with the WellSpa device because it really is that perfect viscosity. Without hurting the skin. Additionally, it contains these ingredients that can really help with the movement of fluids as well. So not only do we have the WellSpa device, but it pairs very nicely is our TRME Trim Shake. And so our TRME Trim Shake is a meal replacement. It's this great tasting, high quality protein along with other macronutrients. It also contains carbohydrates and vitamins and minerals. And one of the best things you can do after exercising is consume protein and some carbohydrates for helping with muscle soreness. So after your exercise, that is when your muscle is in this anabolic state. It wants to build, right? But to build muscle and to repair muscle after you've worked those muscles, you need protein, which is broken down amino acids to do that. So it's really great to pair exercise along with protein really close, within 30 minutes to an hour or two after exercise. And so it pairs really well with the Wellspa device and helping you overcome that soreness when you're incorporating more movement and exercise into your healthy lifestyle. And so the third R is the restoring your well-being with the Wellspa device. And what we're talking about with the restoring your well-being with the Wellspa device is it's helping improve your fluid movement. It's helping you to really feel your best any time of the day. And then it pairs very nicely with TRME, which can help with positivity and willpower. And we will talk about the different TRME products that are really helpful with supporting that positive mood and just overall mindset on this weight management journey. So with the Wellspa device and Restore, a key component of how it's working is it's improving fluid movement. And so the Wellspa system really was designed with a system that can provide a massage. And, this isn't like a deep tissue massage, but it's just a gentle, low pressure movement over the surface of the skin. And many of you on this call have probably used the Wellspa device, so you understand what I'm talking about. And what this does is it can really help push that interstitial fluid. And what interstitial fluid is basically that fluids that caught between cells. Basically, the biphasic microcurrent pulse produced by the Wellspa device, really can provide this physical vibration known to help stimulate the microcirculation. And this helps release nitric oxide and helps with dilation. So it really helps with overall fluid movement. But also with this increased fluid movement, it's also supporting your body's natural processes to remove impurities. So basically, we have a system in our bodies called the lymphatic system. And this lymphatic system is really important for circulating different metabolic byproducts from our bodies. And sometimes as we get older, if we're not very active, our lymphatic system isn't working as it should. And so with a massage type device with Wellspa, it can really help with that removal of these impurities. And when you're moving the fluid, you're removing these impurities, it's helping with your skin's appearance, and it's also just helping support that overall health and well-being. So with the Restore component of Wellspa, we do recommend using the Ageloc activating gel. And, again, this is this blend of botanical extracts that really helps target this overall feeling of well-being. And how it's working, again, is through this patented adapted microcurrent technology to really make your skin more receptive to post-treatment product benefits. And so, again, it's just helping remove some of that extra fluid and helping remove some of those impurities. So when we're talking about just helping with overall well-being, we have some really great TRME products. So one of our key TRME products that helps just enhance your mood and supports this overall well-being is our CS Control product. And so CS Control is this really great ingredients that deliver a saffron extract. And the saffron extract has been studied in women that were more prone to snacking. And what they showed is that it improved mood and it actually decreased snacking events during the clinical study. And so this really just helps with overall well-being and stress reduction. In addition, we have another TRME product, TRME My Edge. And this product really was formulated to have this healthy response to your foods. It helps support appetite control. And it just makes you feel more positive about those changes in your diet. And so how it does this is it has a couple of really great ingredients, powerful ingredients. We have a fiber that can help you feel fuller for longer. So you decrease snacking throughout the day. But we also have a mulberry leaf extract, and this mulberry leaf extract is really there to help you have a better response to the foods that you're eating, so you can have better appetite control throughout the day. So we did do a pilot where we did have individuals use the TRME system along with the Wellspa device. And what we saw is that we had really high percentages of individuals that felt the combination really improved the way they felt about themselves. They felt it improved their overall feelings of well-being, and it also helped them look and feel better. So if we're looking at, how do you incorporate Wellspa and TRME into your daily routine? We look at Wellspa for that revitalize, that first R we talked about. We do recommend that you do it 3 to 5 times a week for improving your skin serum, your skin appearance. And again, you use it on those areas of your body that you're most concerned about. So for that rejuvenation, that relaxing your body we do recommend using it as needed. So this is really, how often do you exercise? How often do you have sore muscles? That's when we recommend using. And then we also have our restore component of our well-being, which is all about just helping you feel, again, more relaxed and calm throughout the day. And we recommend that daily because I think we all need more of just restoring our overall well-being every day to ensure that we're feeling the best that we can. And if we look at TRME, this is kind of an overall daily routine that we recommend. Of course, you can tweak this a little bit based on, when the trim shake, the meal replacement makes the most sense for you, or when, you consume your largest meal. So Jumpstart, we recommend taking it once a day. Taking it in the morning is just a really good way to ensure that you don't forget to take it and that you're getting off to a good start. And it has some ingredients that will help with the overall mindset and metabolic health throughout the day. We recommend CS Control, just 1 capsule right before a meal, or with a meal. And then MC Complex, again, it's just 2 capsules once a day. We recommend taking it, right before a meal or with a meal. And then you have My Edge, and we recommend taking this with a meal. Again, just consume this with a larger meal. We don't recommend taking it with the trim shake. The trim shake is there to really be as a meal replacement or just providing that higher protein meal or snack after physical activity. And then there's Life Pack that we do recommend taking 2 packets at 2 different times during the day so that you're able to absorb as many of the vitamins and minerals as possible. And we do recommend taking that with the meal just to help the absorption of some of those fat soluble nutrients. And so really, if we talk about both TRME and the Wellspa device, we have this proven success. So not only have we done clinical studies on the Wellspa device by itself and the TRME system. And actually, I just presented, I attended Nutrition 2025, which is the largest nutrition conference in the United States a couple weeks ago. And I actually presented a couple of the studies that we have done on the TRME system. And so that's really exciting that we were able to share that data. So not only do we have studies on the individual products, but we also have studies on the combination and along with just the proven success. So we know TRME, Firmex is the #1 weight management brand in Malaysia and Singapore for many years. And then Nu Skin really is #1 in this area of beauty and wellness device systems. So we're very strong in this area of both weight management, but also these beauty and wellness devices. So it's really been exciting to bring those together so people can get the best benefits as possible. So it's been really fun talking to you about these two products, and I am excited to hear from Trina.
Thank you, Dr. Shelley. Thank you once again for joining us to share this knowledge with us. I feel that it is very important for our leaders to appreciate here, as when we start a weight management journey with TRME, at times we tend to encounter a lot of frustrations due to the changes from the inside and outside. For example, we will be struggling with eating and snacking. We are seeing changes on our body and soul. So together with the Wellspa IO, right, to be used during the TRME program, we all know that both two of the system will be able to support the whole body wellness physically and mentally. And of course, after the TRME program, right, when we continue to use the Ageloc Wellspa IO, we can continue to enjoy the 3R benefits that Wellspa IO system delivered to us. So what's more, like what Dr. Shelley shared, it's very important for us to prove what we say, right? So we have the study to support what we say. So once again, I would like to thank Dr. Shirley and all the R&D team to put all these study and products together to demonstrate our difference. All right. So to bring our Wellspa IO experience to the next level, Nu Skin Vera 8 was developed in a way to customize and complement every step of the Wellspa IO journey. So for those who haven't downloaded the Vera 8, no worry, you can just scan this QR code on the screen and then you follow the simple steps to create your own account. There are a few interesting features that you can experience when you use the app, such as IO score, the Empower, the usage tracking, the routine library, in which Trina will also share to you later in more in-depth. So up next, I'm excited to introduce Trina, our Principal Product Owner of Global Digital Team. So Trina has over 20 years of experience in the IT sector, and she currently serves as the Chief Product Owner for Nu Skin's mobile consumer experience. She played a key role in launching our very first global consumer mobile app, and she has been very instrumental in developing digital tools that empower our affiliates and enhance the overall customer journey. So today, Trina is here to tell us how you as a sales leader to leverage on the Nu Skin Vera app to introduce it and guide your customers in using it for Ageloc Wellspa IO routine after they purchase the Wellspa IO, right? So let's give our warm welcome to Trina. Hello, Trina.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so excited. I always have so much fun when I'm able to demonstrate the power of our tools, our digital tools, for empowering all of you affiliates as you go out and you sell the products and you inform your customers, you teach them. Anyway, just thank you for letting me join you and share this with you. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah.
So we're going to get started. I'm going to share my screen. And it'll take just a second for it to come up. There it is. Okay, so I already have Vera open. So I just wanted to say really quickly that, using the Wellspa along with the TRME system is so great, but combining it with the Vera mobile app and the connected features of the Wellspa can just take it to that next level, especially when you have a new customer that's really interested in the Wellspa. Maybe they've already purchased it, but they're kind of confused about where to start. These connected features can walk your customers through everything. You can walk them through it. They can get into it, do it on their own. It's just a really great experience. So I'm going to hit on a couple of key features in this demo that I think will be really helpful as you're guiding your customers on how to use their Wellspa and get the most benefits out of it. So I have my Wellspa right here. It's already connected. I'm not going to go through the connecting experience. I'm going to assume that everybody pretty much knows how that works. It's pretty straightforward. And what I want to jump into first is the routine library. Dr. Shelley did a great job of talking about the 3 R's and each of their benefits. But as a new customer coming in, they might get really overwhelmed with that information. It's wait, what? It's restore. It's rejuvenate. Like what do I do? I have this device. I think I move it on my skin, but I don't know exactly what to do to get those benefits that I'm so excited about. So once you've connected your Wellspa, there are a few things that you can go through to set some goals and some reminders. We also create this custom routine for users called the IO score, which I'll come back to that later if there's time. But what I really wanted to start with is looking at the routine library. So in the routine library area, each of the routines are broken down into each of those R's, into restore, into revitalize, and rejuvenate and relax. And so there's no guess for the user. They can go right into one of these tutorials, into these routines, follow the screens, and be on their way. In this case, the first page for Discover, it does have that custom routine. Like this IO score routine is custom to me, Trina, like nobody else is going to see this based on answers that I gave during the goal setting section after I first paired my device. I can also see what routines are currently trending. So you can see that we have the Revitalize Abdomen, Full Body Restore, and Restore Upper Body. So these are the routines that within the Singapore market have been trending, and so they're showing up higher on the list. But if I want to go in and explore the full library, I could go in and see that each of the routines are broken out into the individual R section. So we have the Restore, the Revitalize, and then the Rejuvenate/Relax. So maybe I want to focus on revitalize at this moment in time. I actually did this. I had a vacation, a beach vacation a couple months back. And I thought, oh, I'm going to be in a bathing suit. I kind of want to make things look a little better. Dr. Shelley mentioned about the cellulite. It's there. We have it, right? But if I want to minimize the appearance, I can come in and do revitalize. Now, for the sake of the demo, I'm going to find one that's a little bit shorter. I won't go through the whole thing, but let's look at the legs, revitalize legs. So if I tap into that, it's going to give me an overview of what this routine will do. The amount of time, there's also a soundtrack available if you would like to listen to that, or if you're like me, you listen to a lot of podcasts, you have that going on in the background instead. It also tells you what products that you need to use, the areas of your body that you're going to treat, as well as the time associated with each area. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and run this routine. That's just because it's a little bit loud. So I'm going to do this on my arm just for the sake of demo, but I have my gel here. Put some on my arm, rub it in a little bit. Sorry, no, you can't see that part as well. And then I'm going to touch the device to my skin. So there's a couple things that I want you to notice as I'm going through this section of this routine. So there's the video tutorial that is showing me the area of the body I should be working on, as well as the movements, because each of the R's do have individual movements to maximize how well they work. And so in this case, it's kind of these small circular movements that you move, and then you can move to other areas of the body area that you're currently treating. A couple other areas of the screen that you're not going to get unless you have the connected experience. You can see those rings down on the bottom where it's going blue and white. That's showing me the microcurrent as it's adapting to my skin, the amount of product I have on my skin, and any comfort events that are being triggered. And so what it's really doing, the device is constantly adapting to my environment, the humidity in my house, the humidity in my skin, the amount of product I've added to give me the most optimal and comfortable experience possible. So I'm actually going to move the device to an area where I don't have as much product, see if I can trigger a warning. So it also knows when you need to add more product to your skin. See that little message? Okay, you don't have as good of a connection. You can I can feel like the device is kind of tugging on my skin a little bit. So I need to add more product. So at this point, I can remove it. The routine will automatically pause. Add a little bit more product. And then put it back onto my arm. You can see it's going again. Couple other things that you only get with the connected experience that can help to educate your customers on how the device is working with you and or with them and their personalized needs. So I can tap on this little icon that's in the top right. It's like little squiggly lines that's moving. That goes to the Empower Insights screen. And so what it's doing is it's reading the live data stream that's coming from my device. So that microcurrent line is actually what's happening right now on my arm at this moment in time. Now, one thing I want to point out is people have asked, okay, so we have this microcurrent. Is it better to be high or low? And the answer is there is no better. It just shows that the device is adapting to your individual skin needs. I mentioned that before. It's adapting to the amount of product on your skin. Again, the amount of humidity, the viscosity, all of those different variables. But what this is showing is that the device is constantly adapting. You can see those microcurrent adjustments going up. I think it's like 2 point something per second. Sorry, I don't recall the exact number, but these adjustments are constantly going, again, to make sure that you have the optimal experience to get the best treatment as you use the device, or as your customer uses the device. And it really is customized to you. So you can see that product meter is also calculating. So I also get the product meter in this area as well. So even if, let's see if I can trigger it again. I'm not sure if I can because it's still calculating, but I can feel that my arm is getting a little bit dry as I move it over the part that I put the product on. There's also a timer at the bottom, so you can see how long you have. So in this particular one, I've been going for almost 4 minutes in this area. So again, for the sake of demo, I'm not going to finish it, but let's just move on to the next one. You can see I just got that alert. Add more product. We can feel the device knows, it's smart enough to know that I don't have enough. So if somebody is not using the device while they have a connection to Vera, you can feel that it's, you need to add more product, but you might be more tempted to ignore it, to say, oh, it's fine. I don't need to add more product. But in this case, the app is saying, no, like really, you should add more product. Okay, actually, I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna skip to the next section now. Yes, I would like to continue. It's going to prompt me to add product to the area. Again, I'm just going to do my arm. So I just added a little bit more. And then it's going to go through the same thing that we saw, but again, for this different body area. So we have the video tutorial. I know where on my body to use it. I know how to use it, the movement. I can see that I have a really great connection between the device and my skin with those blue rings. So I can see that everything's working. You notice when the rings get really small and they almost go away, that's a comfort event, to where the device is it's automatically adjusting. I mentioned it's automatically adjusting to give you the most comfortable and optimal experience. So now that we've seen that, I'm going to go ahead and skip out of this. We're going to end our routine. And at this point, there's some extra information. These routines that you use with the Wellspa, they tend to be longer. They tend to take some time. It's an investment in yourself as well as a time investment, right? So having this tool available to me is a really good reminder of how much I should be using my device based on my personal goals and what I want to accomplish. So you can see in this case on my IO score, the IO score is all based on goal setting. So when I've gone through and set my goal, I said, okay, this is the area that I want to target. This is how much time I have. How much time that I can spend using the Wellspa in my personal life. We're all busy, so we need to make sure that we can carve out that time. And then this is the reminder. So great, you've done X amount. This is how far you have to reach your goal. So just prompting your customers continue using it. A couple other areas that you'll notice, you can see I didn't have any movement alerts. If I did, the device kind of beeps at you a little bit, so you know that maybe you need to slow down a little bit or add a little bit more product. But it shows me how many comfort events are triggered, the total number of microcurrent adjustments, so polarity changes, as well as the different areas that were completed. And then I can finish that. So it's as simple as running the routine, following the instructions, and then you have an optional treatment with your Wellspa. I want to look really quickly. I won't go through the whole thing, but with the restore routines, I specifically want to go through this one because it is a slightly different movement from both the revitalize and the rejuvenate routines as well, because this is the one where it's targeting more of that lymphatic movement, getting those interstitial fluids moving, so you have that depuffed experience. So I'm going to go ahead and just start it. It's going to give me that preview. But this is something where, you can educate your users that they will get a better experience by connecting their device, downloading Vera and connecting, because you do get these routines. It can be really overwhelming getting something like this. It's an investment, it's a financial investment, it's a time investment, and you really want to get the optimal use out of it. So knowing the best way to use the device on each of the body areas and not have to guess about it. It takes all the guesswork out of using your device and having the most optimal experience. So for example, with this restore routine, this quick full body, you can see the movement is slightly different. I'm doing longer strokes. And at the top, I'm actually removing the device from my skin and then putting it down the bottom again. So this is a little bit different from the other routines. It's kind of, my arm's disappearing a little bit, but hopefully you get the idea. I'm going to skip to the next section. Again, it's going to prompt me to add product to my skin, to the body area that I'm treating. I'll touch the device to my arm again. And it's going to walk me through that movement within the body area. And it's also going to give me all that same feedback. So you can see on the Empower rings, how I'm getting those blue rings, I'm getting the white ones. I can go into Empower Insights again, get that real-time live data feedback. The number of microcurrent adjustments. One thing to note on the restore routines is that the product meter will not be available. And that's because the device has to be in more constant contact with your skin in order to make that reading. So if you see product meters unavailable, that's because as you're using your device for the restore routine, since you are removing it from your skin, the device doesn't have time to calculate the amount of product. So that is one thing with this kind of routine, that the product meter and that prompt to add more product will not be available. So again, it's going to go to the next area. I'll touch the device to my skin. It's going to get started. I'll go back to that main screen so you can see the movement. And then I'm going to go ahead and, sorry, I want to continue, but actually what I wanted to do is end it. So again, it's going to tell me, great, this is where you're at in your goal setting. This is how often you've used your device for today. Have you met your goal? Have you not met your goal? The number of areas that you've covered, all of that. Another really cool thing that we offer through the connected experience is being able to customize your routine. So the device in and of itself and these routines that we've built, that Nuskin's built for you, is already customized to you just because of how the device works, right? It's constantly adjusting to your skin and your surrounding. But maybe there's something that you want to focus on a little bit more. So in this one, if I find myself doing it often, but I feel like I need a little bit more on my legs, for example, then I can go in and I can customize the routine. I'll give it a name. In this case, I'll just call it Trina. And then what I can do is, based on the body areas that are available with this routine, I can make some adjustments. So for me with Restore, especially if I'm traveling, if I'm on a plane, a flight longer than 2 hours, I'm wearing compression socks. I tend to get swelling in my ankles. So this is a really good routine for me. And so maybe this could be like an after travel routine where I say, well, really my leg, I want to increase that time to 3 minutes on each side. So I can go in and customize that for my individual needs. And then maybe I'm like, no, I don't really need the abdomen. So I can drop that down to 0 minutes, which means that it's just going to skip it entirely. I'll go ahead and save that. I can run it at any point in time. I can delete it if I decide I don't want it anymore. And then I can always find it on the routine library in my routines. This is the one I just created. The other place I can find it is from the main device details page. Anything that I've favorited, any routine, maybe it's something that I run regularly, I use regularly, I can find that. I can run them directly from here as well. I see that I just have a couple minutes left, so I want to run through goal setting really quickly because especially as a new user and as you're explaining to your customers how to use the device, I think that the goal setting portion of the connected experience can really help guide them through this whole experience, and again, getting the optimal results when using their device as well as combined with the TRME program. So I've already set a goal, but I can always change it. I can go into the IO score. And you can see that my current goal is I want to use this device 3 days a week, 17 minutes per day. And then we also recommend focusing on the revitalize routines. But let's say I want to change this a little bit. 17 minutes is being a little bit too much, a little bit too much time for me. So I can go in and edit my goal. So on this first section, it's going to say, okay, great, let's set your goal. What are you most concerned about? What matters the most to you? So I'm going to say, well, I really, I have another beach vacation coming up. I want to look and feel my best. So I want to reduce the appearance of cellulite as well as have smoother and healthier looking skin. I've been working out regularly, so I'm sore almost every day. So I also want to reduce muscle soreness. I can go in, how many days per week can I commit to doing this? I'll say 3, that's fine. And then it's going to give me a recommendation based on what I've given for the amount of time per body area to work. So at this point, I'm at 17 minutes and I'm going to look at that and go, oh, that's a commitment. So I think I'm actually going to drop my arms down to like 2 minutes, my abdomen to 4, and my legs to 6. 12 minutes a day is a lot more doable for me. And I can go to the next screen, and then it's going to give you a summary of what your new goal is. And it's also going to say, okay, based on the areas that you have concerns about or that you want to focus on, we recommend that you look at revitalize routines specifically. I can go ahead and save it. And now if I go back, you can see my IO score. I don't know if you remember, I think it was 16 minutes before. You can see that my IO score is now at 12 minutes. I can go in, it's going to give me that same kind of guidance. And it's also going to tell me the body areas that I should work on and the associated amount of time. And since we've already gone through the routine, I'm not going to do that. But this IO score routine is personalized and customized to me. You won't get this outside of the app to where it's smart enough to take that input and give a routine that will work on those areas that your customer wants to look at. And then the other connected features that we have, this is the same as with Wellspa, if you're familiar with those connected features. We also have usage and awards badges. So if I want to go back and see how much I've used my device, I can go in and look at it. So of course I have a few more routines than normal because I've been doing this demo, but last week I did one. I just want to show really quickly. There's this one called offline sessions. And what that means is that I did use my device without the benefits of Vera, without the benefits of connecting on my mobile app, which we still want to let people know when they've used it. Of course, sorry about that. Of course, we want people to use the app, but we also know that's not always possible, depending on, where you're at in your circumstances, that kind of thing. But we still want to show that, you know what, you did use your device and this is how you used it on this day. And with that is the end of showing the additional benefits that you get when you do combine your Wellspa IO with the power of the IoT technology. I'll go ahead and stop sharing now.
Thank you so much, Rina. I believe our sales leaders here are learning something new from you and be able to introduce and guide their customers in pairing the Vera app with Wellspa IO to get the enhanced benefits, for example, like to personalization, the guided and trackable treatment. Okay, so all this information are very helpful to our leaders for today. Thank you once again, Trina and Dr. Shirley. So, leaders, did you know that besides the Vera app, don't forget about our TRME app. There is a virtual assistant to support you in your TRME journey. So this app offers a comprehensive solution such as tracking your transformation progress, connecting with the consultant to review and get advice on the progress throughout the 90 days, pairing with wearables such as Fitbit and Garmin device, or sync with Apple Health and Google Fit app to track your daily activities. And of course, the app also provides features for you, for example, to earn new coins after completing certain tasks. And then you can redeem the awards from the local markets office. And you can also participate in certain challenges that we roll out through from the app itself. So for those new leaders, if you haven't downloaded the TRME app, just scan the QR code from this slide and sign up. So don't miss all these great opportunities, the experience, the products, and the app the company has actually put all together to you as a sales leader to promote our innovative products and business opportunity, and for your customers to also experience the transformation. All right, so we have come to the end of our meeting for today. So leaders, for you who send in the questions to us due to time constraint, we will reach out personally to you to answer each of them. So give us a few days time to reach out to you. And I would like to thank Dr. Shirley and Trina for today's sharing and all of you. So thank you so much for joining us in this session. We really hope that this session provides you the insights on how TRME products and also Ageloc Wellspa IO work hand in hand for the whole body wellness. And please share these benefits and knowledge with your customers. We believe that they can actually get the great part of the products. All right, so stay tuned for our next meeting as we will continue to bring you more insightful and powerful sharing to support you, our sales leaders, in your business with new skin. All right, so have a great day ahead. Thank you and see you very soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Dr. Shirley and Trina.